Weapons was freaky as hell, dude. Oh my god. This is how you make a horror movie, or really more of a mystery movie than a horror movie. It has horror aspects in it. It's scary for sure. It's scary as shit, but it's really more mystery focused than it is horror focused. I want to say Weapons is the best horror movie of the year, but I don't know that I can say it's a straight horror movie. It's really much more of a mystery than anything else. Julia Garner and Josh Brolin are our two main leads here, but the story really takes place across the split perspective of 6 different characters over the same time frame, seeing the same events from different points of views. There is one character for whom it's not covering the same time frame, it covers a much longer time frame for him. He's the child actor in the movie, and for a child actor, this kid was killing it. At no point was I like, oh yeah, this is a kid actor, it's holding the movie back. No, this kid was fantastic. I don't know his name, but he was the best child actor I've seen in a movie in a long time. Also, I'm recording outside right now, outside of the theater, because I'm going to do a double feature where I see Weapons first, do a little review in between, and then we're going to go see Freaky Friday, or Freakier Friday, the sequel, remake, whatever. Going to see that afterwards. Honestly, I'm not expecting a huge bump in quality from what I just saw because Weapons was unbelievable. This is one of the freakiest movies of the year. This is insane. Zach Cregger does such a good job building suspense, especially with Julia Garner's character. It works with everyone else too. There's lots of suspense throughout. It's a very creepy, much more creepy than it is scary, more of a thriller, more tense than it is at any point like horror. I mean, there's those aspects in there for sure, but it's much more of a slow burn, much more of a creep you out kind of movie. What are the odds that two comedians, Zachary Cregger from The Whitest Kids You Know and Jordan Peele from Key and Peele, of course, are maybe the best horror directors or horror filmmakers as a whole that we have working right now? Zach Cregger made Barbarian, which was one of the best movies of 2022. It was insane. Speaking of, there was a Justin Long cameo in here. That is a good director to be on the good side of. But this is how you make a horror movie, man. This was something else. It opens with this very creepy voiceover from a little kid. This creepy kid voiceover detailing the intro to the movie. In Weapons, 17 kids out of a class of 18 go missing, and everyone is curious what happened. Why are they gone? Does Julia Garner's character have something to do with it? Is it her fault they left? Or is it the one kid who didn't go missing? Something kind of creepy about him. And it does a good job of maintaining that mystery. Honestly, the scariest parts were in the beginning for me, when we're just focused on Julia Garner's character's perspective. It's split up across the 6 different people's perspectives, and hers was, for me, the most compelling. It's the one where we know the least about what's going on. It's the first perspective we see, so we have no context clues for what's happening around us, what's going on really. You can't quite tell. Benedict Wong is so good in his role as the principal of this school. Minor spoilers, but not really a spoiler because it's in the trailer. So if you've seen the trailer, this is not a spoiler. But if you haven't seen the trailer, skip 15, 30 seconds ahead. Benedict Wong almost plays 2 characters here. When he flips a switch from when something happens and he attacks Julia Garner's character, and he's a whole different person, whole different being. He sells it so hard. He's acting his ass off. He's been in a lot of stuff, but this is the most memorable performance he's put up. Watching him in this movie is the most impressed I've ever been with him. He was just a whole different person. Whenever he goes feral and attacks Julia Garner, it was just mind-bending how well he was selling it. I believed that he was this, no spoilers, it was awesome. He killed it. Alden Ehrenreich plays this cop in the movie who has a relationship with Julia Garner, or a friendship, relationship, sort of thing. And he does a great job in being this stressed out, anxious, but also super violent and shitty cop. Of the 6 perspectives we get in this movie, he's one of the 6, and he's probably my least favorite or the least interesting of those 6 points of views. We have Julia Garner's character's perspective first, then we go into Josh Brolin's character, who's a man who lost a son. His son was one of the 17 kids who went missing. And then we have Alden Ehrenreich's, then we go into Benedict Wong's, and then we have this local meth head, homeless youth or young man named Jimmy. I'm not sure what the name was of the actor who played Jimmy, or crackhead, meth head, whatever, but he was fantastic in this movie. He was putting on a great performance. I saw a picture of him briefly when I googled the movie beforehand, and he's unrecognizable. He's this scrawny, shitty crackhead who also has this unique perspective into this event that's happened, this thing that's taken over the town. This movie doesn't go over the board or get super excessive with the blood and gore and violence. It's there for sure, but when they use it, the impact feels really strong because they don't overuse it, except in the instances where it happens. It's gratuitous in those very short instances, but there's not a lot of it throughout the movie, throughout the story. It's saved for special moments. So when it happens, it really has an impact. It really hits you. It had me at a point where I wanted to look away, but also couldn't look away because it was so just, wow, how did they make that happen on screen? Especially too, there's a moment at the very end that is, oh, it's gratuitous but necessary and also so cathartic. Zachary Cregger is a master at work, man. I believe he wrote and directed this, and he just can't miss. At least from the 2 movies of his catalog work that I've seen so far, Barbarian and now Weapons, he is knocking it out of the park. This guy is a stud. He's the future of the horror genre as much as any one person can be. He is doing such creative things, such creative work, and he has you on the edge of your seat for every second of this movie. At no point was I ever even kind of disengaged or not fully locked in. This movie grabs you from the beginning and keeps you. From the creepy opening monologue to the stress of Julia Garner's POV to all of the mystery throughout, you're seated, you're gripped by this story. At least I was. Also too, camera work wise, they did this really interesting thing, especially with Julia Garner's character. They did it with a few others, but they did it with her the most, and it built the most tension where whenever we're in a stressful moment or just kind of unsure, or there's a creepy, meant to be scary moment, they do this thing where they shoot almost exclusively from behind her, from the back of her head, and not in a way that feels cheap, in a way that emphasizes that she is this smaller, vulnerable woman in this town where she's a pariah. All the eyes are on her. She literally has witch painted on her car, so everywhere she goes, heads are turning. People are looking at her, talking about her, and she's worried, she's paranoid, but also she's definitely not just paranoid because people are looking at her, people are talking about her, and the camera work accentuates it at every moment. From early on when she's in her home to when she's out and about, you feel stressed for her, worried for her, like, oh, is something about to happen to her? Zachary Cregger's script is doing so much. The actors are doing so much. Julia Garner is doing so much, but the camera work brings it to that next level of making you shiver in your seat. This is one of the best movies of the year, without a doubt. I was so impressed for the entirety of it. There's so much more I would love to get into and love to talk about. I could rant about this movie for hours, I feel like, but I'm getting into spoiler territory. I'm feeling the urge to talk about spoilers, and I don't want to spoil the movie for you guys, so I'm gonna end the review here. All in all, I'm gonna say this movie is a spooky, mysterious 8, 9 out of 10. Right now, I'm sitting around 8.5, 9. That almost feels low because I don't know what they could have done better. This is, I don't have any critiques. I don't have any negatives. This is just a great movie. Fuck it. No, it's a 10. This is a 10 out of 10. Go see Weapons right now. It's worth it. You're not going to regret it. Bring your kids. Don't do that. But tell me, what's your favorite horror movie of all time, or your favorite mystery horror movie of all time? Below in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. Have a great day.